Hey Scorpio, sorry for having been gone so long. I needed to do some Scorpio things last minute. It's been since December that I was here. Suddenly, some evidence and some collisions with some gang stalking murderers. Suddenly, because I was confronting them, they deleted a bunch of evidence, which only proved my point even more. And I went and had to collect a bunch of screenshots and already had their stuff from before they deleted it. And then I needed to do an 86-page report that's ongoing anyway into the my investigation into the murder. And I'm in a unique position because I'm Scorpio and my guides keep putting me in places in real time to gather evidence as it happens. So it's for a murder that is fresh that I had no way. Anyway, Sloan Bella's son, Psychic Sloan Bella, you'll find her on YouTube. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful woman. Powerful, powerful woman. Love her very much, and it's thanks to her that my guides and my God relied on her, and for many people to pull us into sudden awareness this past year of who and what we are. And so that's how I ended. It's not exactly how I ended up here with the tarot and the astrology. I was always headed this way. But yeah, and so in retaliation for all her tremendous spiritual giving to the world, the bad guys took away one of her sons. And I got it all. I've got the one end of it, and another PI has the on the grounds end of it. Because I specialize in dealing with the jerks that are online, that are connected to this stuff. So, then I was also working on an astrology journal workbook that's 350 pages that my guides are getting me to do, and there were delays with that. As far as I was concerned, as far as they're concerned, it was all on schedule, and they knew exactly how much they were going to cram in with me at the last minute. And I had to be in that bubble away from videos, as well as something that happened with a Leo in my life. And I just need to say that when I looking back at readings now, it was all there, and I'm going to interpret the death card, Scorpio. I'm going to interpret your card sometimes, or allow for fairly literal interpretations from time to time, because that's how it turned out. And I'm not saying I wasn't interpreting the death card that way before, but more as a transformative card. And yeah, death is transformative, but it can really mean somebody's considering doing something. And her God and guides brought her back. And she's a huge spiritual power. And I've given her half my card decks because we've known each other since we were 3, and that's what I was supposed to do. So now I have not the oracle decks that I had before, but I will get them back again. But in the meantime, these came to me from an Etsy shop. Well, I don't think she's just Etsy, but Ibiza Tarot in Spain. I'll put the link in, Kisses from Ibiza. And these are just 2 major Arcana decks, but I'm going to use them as oracles. And this is the Ohara Koson. He was a printmaker, artist, designer, and they've taken his prints and assigned 22 cards to them. And I don't know who to thank for the artwork in the Ancient India Tarot. It'll be, older work. I'm sure that it has credit somewhere. I will look into it. I think the messages are developed from the Bhagavad Gita, but either way, I really like the interpretations of the cards. They're not my interpretations. At first, I wasn't sure, but then I was like, wait a minute, this is really bringing some new energy to me that is unique. So I'm going to take 3 cards from here to begin with, and then we'll do some Tattoo Tarot, and then at the end, I'll get 3 cards from here. They are shuffled, dear Scorpio, and so let's see. They don't like to fly. They like to be split. And we won't take reversals, we'll just turn them around. What do we have for Scorpio? The Emperor. Okay. Taking the initiative may lead you closer to your goal, but only if you can bear the responsibility of all your actions. Doesn't Scorpio know that? Nobody. I don't think anybody knows it better than Scorpio, except maybe Capricorn. Well, you know, I don't want to be unfair to everybody. But yeah. In my workbook for you, Scorpio, I gave everybody's house a habitat style, and I put you in a submarine. And that periscope is your all-seeing eye. But, Emperor. So, King of Kings, energy, male or female. Ruled by Mars, okay? And Mars, I've decided, is our heart. Its path around Earth, you know, it goes, yes, around the sun, but it also, all the planets have these really interesting paths around Earth, particularly Venus and Mars. Venus actually creates a 5-petal flower. Mars is a singular loop, like a retrograde, yeah, and it's a heart. It actually is a heart. And I decided that Mars is the energy, the Emperor energy, yes, that you fight for and you protect, and what's worth fighting for and protecting. I mean, external things are when you're hired to, you know, protect something else, but what in us, that's personal to us, is worth protecting and fighting for. And that's whatever is in our heart, our love and our loyalties. And so the Emperor, if I were to design a card for Emperor, I would put a heck of a lot of heart into it. And thus the weight of everything, the responsibilities of your actions, let them be heart-centered. Next we have the Tower. By withstanding the coming challenges, your future will be bright. Seeing things as you want them to be in order to make them become that way. So allowing for the fact that you're doing big things. You're doing big things. And you're working with Grandmother Spider. Yeah? As many of you anyway. That was something that came out in previous readings. And so the art of, I mean, I typically see the Tower as, I'm one of the ones that sees it as more of an Aquarius, Uranus, Saturn experience. But of course, the other half of the team consider it to be one of your cards, your, you know, Mars and Pluto energy. So take it as it resonates with you. But really, yeah, the art of being good at Tower and Death moments and what comes from them. There's the follow through. What else do we have? The Hierophant. Yeah, exactly. So earthly authority. Look to the support of a solid organization or structural principles to achieve success. Okay. Okay. So your actions should be motivated beyond selfish reasons. Wow. So you're just really getting out. This isn't even about, it's about how you look after yourself now that you're stepping into being very much involved in other people's stuff. Very earthbound energies of, we're going to take what's deeply spiritual and right and what really is going to shake up the world. You're going to do it. And so yes, you need whatever that so the structure. because you know you're not going to sell out to other structures. So that you have to create the structure, or you have to, well, they're saying to reach, let's just say, look to the support of a solid organization or structured principles to achieve success. So no, it's, you don't necessarily have to look outside yourself to somebody else's structure. It doesn't hurt though. That's probably going to be like a paradoxical thing, isn't it? But as long as your internal structure is such. My favorite go-to poem from my ultimate guide, Gwendolyn McEwen, a Canadian poet who was killed in her 40s for being too good at this. She said, when all the world's supports gave way, I constructed pillars very tall indeed, as tall as time or taller, making me the roof of all things. And now, anytime the supports give way, I can construct new pillars, yeah, that she can take down and build up. If that's any help. That poem is called The Pillars, and again, her name's Gwendolyn McEwen. And we're flying sideways. 3 of Cups. Okay, Scorpio, so Cups energy, psychic energy, possibly love energy, possibly a third party, but celebration sideways, but also possibly, now 3s are manifestations. 3s are manifestations pulling together. So just like they're talking about the structures and support, yes, because we're heading towards the stability of the 4 of Cups, which is, let's see, we might be overheating the camera, we'll see. But in shorthand, this is my free will card, the way I figured it out, and the way it's turned up in other readings for me. It looks like you're being given a fair bit of free will, which is interesting compared. You'll have to contrast that with how much free will you feel you have. But we're saying control is what we're saying. Yes, the Emperor, control, that they trust you, your guides trust you. So what's the deal with the 3 of Cups sideways then? That's interesting. Caught between this side and that side. You'll need to be making up your mind. Yeah, it's about becoming the master, isn't it? It's about saying, okay, you trust you. You're going to be allowed to, because what happens is when you're in the master energy, you're ahead of schedule. The matrix starts to lose its grip on you. Therefore, the immediate events, the immediate timings, like this minor arcana energy, becomes much more, I'm going to say ampliative, that's a big word, dynamic. Shall we say dynamic? And like think of getting ahead of the speed of light, right? I'm often living a month ahead of schedule. And that's because they need us to be implementing things. If we get stuck, the trouble for everybody else is because they're operating, well, not everybody, but by and large, so many of us stuck in that matrix timing, pace, everything where they want us, right? Some of us, not all of us, obviously, are waking up at the same time. So those of us that wake up ahead of time, that are made to wake up ahead of time because of a contract, shall we say, then we are acting ahead of the schedule of the matrix because we are hacking, yeah? It's hard to really stay in time with the matrix and do anything significant to it because we're still stuck in their pace. We want to get ahead of their pace. And when we get ahead of their pace, then all of a sudden, woohoo, wild time, okay? Because everybody's not matching. And the question will be almost every moment. It's like every card that comes out where you have to decide, almost each card independently who it applies to. So then you have to decide in each decision. There's a statement. But yes, all of this Emperor energy and Hierophant energy of know your bottom lines, know your default positions, but also be fluid, be in the moment. And when because these critical decisions will be coming as small decisions. Yes, the butterfly effect. Do we need any more cards? Probably not. But in terms of the Three of Cups being sideways, I would say I'm sensing that this is, yes, being caught between tapping into the people that you're going to be working with versus the people that are guiding you and the God that's guiding you. And then balancing what you're going to do and say that's going to affect them so deeply, because this is what you're doing. You're going to be doing important work. And you're going to be doing, revolutionary work. So whatever you do, top of your game. Six of Swords, interesting. Okay, so Saggy just got this as well. The ability to walk away, the ability to let go. This is a gift. Another 6. We have 2 6s. Yes, 2 gifts. Double the 3. So double from Spirit what you can get from the people, because you're going to be so involved with the people. Double time. Material gift and thinking gift, knowledge gift, awareness gift. Yes, extra awareness, the extra ability to think on all levels, think in all ways, logic, reason, intuition, emotional thinking, paradoxical thinking. It is and it isn't. Yes, paradoxical thinking is one of the most important to me. It is and it isn't simultaneously. Just like in physics, there's the electrons here, it's not here. Simultaneously. Okay, let's switch to the other. Let's see if there's anything else. Whoa. 9 of Swords reversed. No agonizing. Do not agonize. Be fluid. Use your intuition. But, that's the all-seeing eye there. 8 of Swords. I want to reinterpret. That's right. They're reminding me. I've been thinking about the 8 of Swords and how it needs a more positive interpretation, because 8s are such serious amounts of progress. Yes, she's not like a little girl trapped in a, and it's serious work in the 8 of Swords. Like the mastery of getting yourself out of those 8 of Swords is incredible. It's incredible. And it was inevitable to reach the 8 of Swords. It's part of the process from Ace to 10. So they're reminding me to mention that. They're reminding me to know that you are the mastermind, and therefore expect 8 of Swords energy, expect 9 of Swords energy with the work you're doing, and know that yes, this is all part of it. You are there to mastermind these situations. Okay, that's enough of that, because my brain's going to shut down in just a second. Let's just see. Oh, that's a deep split. Now I'm questioning the split, but I'm not going to. See what I'm doing? Oh my God, I'm doing it. No agonizing. Okay. That was an emphasis. Okay, turn that around, turn that around. Okay, let's see here. The Hanged Man, turn that around, yes. And what if none of it were truly true? I love this interpretation of it. Or the wording, I guess, more to the point. Now is the time to look at everything from all angles, knowing that it's all there. Right? And you can handle looking at things from all angles. That periscope, what was I saying about the periscope that I chose by putting you in a submarine for the chart work? Yep. What if none of it let me say it the right way. What if none of it were truly true? Now is the time to look at everything. So there's what they present, there's what you know. But that's even more than that. It's about being fluid, be like water. Yes, Bruce Lee time. Be flexible. What if? What if it's so amazing that Norman Rockwell painted the moon landing so close to how it looked 2 years before it happened? Isn't that amazing? That was a day that stuck with me. That the day that I realized that I'd never even... It's, you know, let's forget about Nixon talking to them on a landline. But let's just say that they did land. It never once occurred to me up until my late 30s that I had never questioned whether it was true. And I just started laughing so hard. I was like, dear God, okay. I mean, having grown up in deep religious influences and thinking that maybe outside religion the world was a little more together, and then you step outside and it's like, nope. We all have been subjected to deep, deep conditioning through mind control. Justice. Remember the universal laws and the power of right conduct. You will receive as you have given. Yes, Master. Absolutely. Be at the top of your game. And it is a game and it isn't a game, right? And this is High Priestess energy. Strength. No kidding. Every challenge is the opportunity for growth on all levels. Spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical. Face challenges with courage and know that gentleness is also strong. And Scorpio knows gentleness because it takes forever until Scorpio stings. Well. Okay, Sensei. That's it for today. If you're curious at all and bored, I'll put the link to my masterpiece in the description. My 350-page book. It starts in April in your house. Oh, that's another. Yeah, they got me to start it in your house. It's really cool how that resolves itself. But you lead the way. You lead the way, Scorpio. Alrighty, I'll be back in a week or two at most. Much love in the meantime. Bye.